The following show is a paid program.
How you doing today? I am so excited. We have in the building, Nikki Berry, national recording artist. She is 3-time considered 2020 Stellar Award recipient, 6-time nominated Rhythm of Gospel Awards, and she has won Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards. Wow, Miss Nikki Berry, national gospel recording artist. Oh my God. God is good.
Thank you so very much. Yes, he is amazing. Thank you so very much for having me today.
Absolutely. Shout out to Miss Tawana Rogers Rose.
Yes. Love her.
I love her too. Just putting us together in the midst, she said, Cam, you have got to get her on. And I said, she is so sweet and nice. But tell us exactly, how did we get started in music and why?
Wow. Listen, music has been my life.
Yeah.
Since I was a little girl. I mean, 3 years old, singing songs at home and then leading songs in church at 5 years old. So music has always been a part of me.
Right.
But it wasn't until I was older, singing at church, where it really started to come out more.
Yeah.
But I never knew that I could write music until I went through some of the most trying times in my life. So in about 2005, 2008, oh my gosh, it was rough.
Yeah.
And God started pulling songs out of me. And I said, wow. And Cam, I sat on it. I sat on it for 8 years after that.
Right.
And God said, are you going to do anything with what I've given you?
Right.
Are you going to let your gifts die with you? And I said, okay, God, I will move forward. And once I said yes, he's been doing the rest.
Wow. Let's go back and say that, because so many people right now, it's like 40 million people that are unemployed, right?
Yes.
Many people have dreams of their own and they've wanted to do stuff, but of course, working. And how does that go? They still have those dreams, but in fact, they have not jumped. As you were saying.
Yes.
You said from 2005 to 2008,
yes,
you were having the trying times, but still 8 years later. And I always think of Jonah and the whale. When he said, go preach. He didn't go preach.
He was running.
He was running.
Yes.
He was running. Just in fact, the same 8 years later.
Yes.
What does our family always say? Go get you a good job. Get you some benefits.
That's right.
And that's part-time.
Yes. And you know what? That is what I did, you know. Went to college, got a degree, engineering. I've been working, but I still had that love for music, you know. And God said, what are you going to do with it?
Right.
And I was walking through the graves and I heard clear as day, do you know how many dead dreams that are buried here? And I said, oh, God. He said, are you going to let your dreams die with you as well? And I said, God, I don't want to have this conversation with you when I get to heaven. And he asked me, why didn't you use what I've given you? Yeah. And I said, okay, I'm going to move forward. Didn't know how, didn't have resources, didn't know anybody, but I was willing. So I would tell anyone, I don't care if you're working, if you have a dream, write it down and start taking steps, and God's gonna just move like you could never imagine. You can't see it now, but that's what faith is.
But when the first thing people say is, I don't have the funds. I don't have the money to do what I want to do. First thing out of our mouth, finances.
Yes.
We automatically say we can't do our dream because we don't have the finances. Let's talk to people about that, about what along the way did you do? Just a little bit step by step, not everything, but just how did you come to thinking, I'm at my workplace, but I still have this dream.
Yes.
And I've got to pay my bills.
So first of all, I thank God for my amazing husband. So shout out to Mr. Derek Berry.
Shout out to him.
Because he is a big saver.
Yeah.
And so he actually taught me how to save more. And so we have a budget.
Yeah.
And he said, Nikki, we can do whatever we choose to. We just have to budget it.
Yeah.
So we went through and I started cutting some things out.
Yeah.
There was some, places that I couldn't shop as much. There were some things that I couldn't do.
Right.
And I started to free up money.
Right.
So you can do whatever you want. You just got to make sacrifices.
Right.
And sometimes we don't want to sacrifice for our own dreams.
Right.
But we sacrifice for our jobs every day. But we won't sacrifice for ourselves. And so I did that. Sacrificed, saved, and then God started giving me different resources and different things. I have an amazing candle line that has been bringing in resources to pay for studio time.
Wow.
So just be creative,
Right.
and don't make excuses. And so then God connected me with the amazing Houston's own Eric Carrington, who has been in the music industry for over 30 years. He took me in and did all of my music. But not only that, he mentored me in this business to copyrights, how to get everything done right so that your business is in order. And that was a godsend.
Yeah.
But I learned those things along the way. I didn't know them all when I started.
Right.
But once I took a step, God started building and building. So
I love that
Yes.
about what you were saying, because of the fact that you had someone that took your hand and said, okay, I'll help.
yes,
We don't do that a lot. We don't
Right.
do that a lot. And I think when people ask, as God has said that, he says always ask. After they ask, then when the first rejection comes, they stop. They stop. And many times they were asking it, but they have to keep going.
right. And that's a trust thing,
Yeah.
because I believe that I trust in God so much
Yeah.
that even when I get a no,
Yeah.
that is a blessing for me, because that
Right.
means that is not where I was supposed to be.
Right.
That's not the person I was supposed to be with.
Right.
So thank God in everything. Even if it's no, that just means
Right.
keep going to your yes.
Right. And I always remember Starbucks, and his story was over
Yes.
200 times he went to try to get a loan for this business.
Right.
And they couldn't understand who's going to buy coffee every day, all day. And
And
look,
look
the
now.
lines.
And that's some of the things I had to cut out of my budget a little bit.
But in doing so, in looking back along the way, what did you learn?
I learned to let go of fear
Yeah.
and doubt. I learned that I was getting in my own way.
Yeah.
And I also learned that while I thought I was waiting on God, God was waiting on me. He said, I've been here all the time. Some of these doors have been open for you a long time. I've just been waiting on you to have the confidence to walk through them.
Right.
Yes.
In your process during this time, and no going to church and things, were you singing in the choir?
Yes, I was. I was actually leading worship and singing in the choir. I mean, just felt like I was giving God all I had.
Right.
And he said, that's not it.
Wow.
I have more.
I have more. To do that first time, just remembering back when you first got up there and you were a solo artist at that point, what was that day like?
Listen, I'm going to take you all the way back to Pleasant Green Baptist Church in Beaumont, Texas, where I grew up, and I started singing there.
Right.
And I was singing This Little Light of Mine. And they said, we're going to let her lead this song. But they didn't trust me enough to lead the second part of it. So I led the first part. There was another lady. She led the rest of it, And I said, wait a minute, I can do that too. So the next time we sang the song, here I am at 5 years old, I sang my part and her part. And they said, this little girl don't need any help. I just felt at home. I just
Right.
felt like this was where I was supposed to be, and this was what I was supposed to be doing.
But singing, when you're in the choir, you're at church, you're leading songs.
Yes.
Okay, you're leading worship and everything. And then you decide what time at that point you say, okay, I'm going into the studio.
It was really tough for me because for years I kept saying, this world don't need any more singers. We got enough amazing singers.
Right.
Like, this world doesn't need me. And it was like I could hear God saying, and that's why I want you, because you know that I don't need you. I said, oh, God. He said, that's why I want you, because you know it.
Right.
And so I said, okay, I finally said, let me get out of my own way. Let me stop making it about me, because it's not about me. It's about what God is trying to do through me.
Right.
And when I figured that out, Cam, oh my goodness, game over.
Ooh, I love that. I love what you're saying about that, because so many people are in there. They're there right now. They've heard God, and the first thing they say, like I did the same thing when he said, okay, you got, you need to do a show. I said, you must be talking about somebody else. Absolutely, in doing that. And I want to tell everybody we have live calls. 346, let's make sure the number, 346-874-7267. Call in and talk to Miss Nikki Berry. Say hi to her and just congratulate her. The number again is 346-874-7267. But yeah, just picking up, you have a beautiful song called Restore.
Yes. Yes, this song is a song that is very dear to my heart.
Yeah.
It started out as a personal prayer. It was a prayer of me crying out to God, telling him, I need you to restore me.
Right.
Because I felt like I had hit rock bottom. I was starting over, just had lost everything. And I said, God, now wait a minute. This is not how this is supposed to be going. And I just cried out to him. And God really heard me and started to heal me. And he said, now write it down, because this is a song. And I said, oh my God. And I wrote it down, and he said, now share it with somebody else, because someone else needs to know that if they just call out to me and say, God, restore me, that I'm going to be there, that I'm going to do it. Because when God restores, we have more than we had before. It's better. God is actually bringing us back to what he had in mind when he created us, what his plan was. So yes, Restore remix. Yes.
Sounds good.
Thank
okay,
you.
We have a caller that's calling in to Miss Nikki Berry. Hello, caller.
Hello, this is Tawana Rose. I am calling. I am so excited about today. I'm excited about Nikki Berry being there with you.
Yes.
Nikki, I am so proud of you, and I already know that there are so many great things in store for you. Cam Hill, thank you. Isn't she just awesome?
Yes.
So humble woman of God, and we're so proud of you, and the best is yet to come.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
You are amazing.
You're welcome.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm telling you, that's Miss Tawana Rogers Rose. She is a God-sent, beautiful woman of God, has a lot of things, and we'll talk about, there's an event that you're part of. We'll talk about that later, and it's going to be on tomorrow, Thursday, but we'll talk about that. But yes, I love that song. That Restore, what I love about it is that it's for the times now.
Yes, yes.
During COVID and what people are going through, people have lost so much during this time of loss, from jobs to family members, just to houses and homes, and just to be able to restore them, just crying out to God.
Definitely, definitely. This song is a song of healing.
Yeah.
It's a song of healing, and that is what we need right now in the entire world.
Yes.
The entire world needs healing. And I believe it's a message of hope to know that you have hope.
Yeah.
You don't have to think that, oh, everything is over and, I lost this job or, lost this house or whatever, that it's over. No, it could just be the beginning.
Yes.
What if God broke it all the way down so he could restore it better than you could have ever imagined?
Right.
What if?
Right.
What if you could just have enough faith to know that God can and will restore everything? Everything.
I love that. I love that. You have another one, and we're talking about Journey of Restoration, just the whole CD.
Yes.
It's just, I love this CD.
Thank you so much.
This beautiful CD, Journey to Restoration. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Yes, I love it. We're going to take a break real quick, and we'll be right back, and we'll talk more to Ms. Nikki Berry.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
During the season's best sales event, Ron Carter Cadillac delivers 0% APR for 72 months plus $2,500 bonus cash on all 2020 XT4, XT5, and XT6. Or drive 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection only $299 a month. 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection just $369 a month. And first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection just $399 a month. All for 39-month lease with just $1 down.
RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm Attorney Willie Powles. Allow me to express myself with you. If you've been hurt or injured in a car or truck accident, give me a call and we'll get it fixed today.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, thank you so much, family, for coming back. We're talking to Miss Nikki Berry. Miss Nikki, we were just talking amongst each other about a song that I love, God and I.
Yes.
How did that one start? You were telling me.
God and I, yes, listen, God and I actually wrote this song in a Popeyes parking lot, crying my eyes out.
Yeah.
Just feeling like, God, why have you forsaken me? Why am I going through all of this? Like,
Right.
why do I feel so alone? And God said, stop it. Wipe those tears. You have me. I'm here. Don't forget that I have been here all the time. Wow. And I said, wow. And I started to write this song on whatever I could find at the time,
Right.
in my car. And it says, God and I made a promise to my God that I wouldn't give up. I made a promise that I wouldn't let go. I made a promise that I would hold on and stay strong. Because with God, I can make it, and with God, I can take it. Ooh. God and I. Yes.
I love that one. There's another one on there called The Struggle.
Oh, yes. That's my dad's favorite. He said, out of all the songs, that is his favorite.
Yes.
Because we all go through struggles.
We do.
At different times. But when you look back over your life, it was all worth it.
Yeah.
And it says the struggle is worth it. The struggle is real, but so is God.
And that is so good right now.
Yes.
During these times. We're going into Christmas. That's another thing. And many of the family, many have lost their, jobs or their homes and other things, and they're feeling low at this time. And that's what I loved about God and I, because you have God also.
Yes,
you're going to be all the time. And you're going to be okay. But Journey of Restoration, the whole entire CD is filled with just deliverance, really.
Yes, yes.
Let's talk about that. Just the one is called Higher.
Yes, that is my worship anthem. Higher is my worship anthem because this song came after I went through the tough times.
Yeah.
And God started to show me, listen, this is not going to last always. And so Higher is a song of worship saying, God, I'm ready to go higher. I'm ready for more. Take me higher in my thinking and in my seeing, because if you can think it and see it, wow, you know, that's the first step. So yes, Higher is amazing. It was my first single to make the top 100 of the Billboard charts. So yes, worship all the way.
The other thing that I look at as far as just music in itself and just looking at the journey of restoration, just restoring yourself through the journey. Many people now are going through the journey. They haven't made it yet. And this is the faith time. How do we keep our faith? How do we keep going? because many can't get out of bed. Depression is real.
Yes, it is.
You know, suicide is real. Things are real at this point because many times it's finances.
Right.
You know, our finances or something has happened. But going through the journey, talking to people about how do you go through?
Yes. So I always like to encourage people and let them know that everything starts with you and God.
Yeah.
Not what is happening to you, not what is going on around you, because God is bigger than all of that stuff. How well do you know God? Just get closer to Him, you know, and that doesn't mean going to church more. That means getting to know God more. That means reading your word, waking up first thing saying, God, thank you for this day, you know, giving Him His time and letting Him take over. Having enough trust to say, God, what it is you have for me this day in my life, and finding things to be grateful for. And that's what I love. No matter what's happening, you can always find something to be grateful for. So if you take time and write down what you're grateful for, it'll take your mind off of those things that you feel like you don't have or that you lost, because you're still living, breathing. You still have
you need to stop right there.
To eat. Yes.
You need to stop right there with breathing.
Living and breathing. Yes.
Look, because with COVID, it's people on ventilators.
Yes. We have to be grateful that we are alive and breathing, and stop worrying about all of these things that don't really mean a lot. We can get more cars. We can get more houses. We can get more stuff.
Yes.
But God said, I want you to want more of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's right. More stuff.
Yes.
Just stuff. We can't even walk around the house. We got so much stuff. We don't even remember half of the stuff we got.
That's so true.
My nieces,
so true.
I had my friend of mine laughing because, you know how the kids, they get the Christmas gifts. I told them, just go get the other Christmas gifts that they haven't done and rewrap them.
Right. Because what? They will play with it for 1 week, 2 weeks. And it's
they
down
don't
somewhere in the corner.
They don't even remember where they are.
Yes.
I love that. And just looking back and helping others, how they get started at this point. They're new and they're local. They're not national, but they're local.
Yes.
They're still singing in the choir, but they know that they have this gift. What would you tell them?
I would tell them, go forth.
Yeah.
Whatever God puts in your heart to do that. Don't try to do what someone else is doing. Do what is in your spirit, even if it sounds strange.
Yeah.
Because you could be that one person to have that brand new platform, right? So I would say move forward, write it down, and start to research your industry. Take time to research and just go for it. Because guess what? Google has everything on it now.
It does. It does.
You can research it. Definitely.
It does. We have a video real quick of Christmas for Miss Nikki Berry. I love this.
Happy holidays! I'm national recording artist Nikki Berry, coming to invite you to celebrate the King with me this holiday season as I release my very first original Christmas single titled Celebrate the King. I want you to download it and share it with your friends and family, because this song is sure to be a classic that you will want to listen to for many, many years to come. So are you ready? Come on, download this single and share it, and let's celebrate the King.
Merry Christmas. Come on, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate Jesus. Yeah, yeah. Merry Christmas. Oh, let's celebrate the King.
Outstanding, outstanding. Did you say we have a caller? Okay. All righty. Let's get back to it. We were just talking to you about that. Tell us about that video.
Yeah, so this is for my very first original Christmas song called Celebrate the King.
Yes.
Oh, I absolutely love it. It's all about Christmas. It's all about celebrating our King and just taking everyone's mind off of all of these things that are going on and just celebrate, you know?
Yes.
Celebrate the King.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
I love the fact that you're doing it for Christmas right now and that people need that.
Yes.
This is the time. People need it so much.
Definitely.
So much. And looking at we were just talking too, that you said, hey, you got to keep your job while going through some of this stuff. You got
Yes.
You have told several people, and I love the fact that you've helped a lot of artists, that are coming through gospel.
Yes.
Yeah, and just telling them about the fact that keep your job, but you work on this part-time, you'll be okay.
That's right. That's right. Because everything happens in God's timing, not in our timing, and so work hard, sacrifice. Some people are like, oh, I can't do all of those things, but we can do whatever we set our mind to. And, maybe we can cut some things out and make more time for our dreams. Go for it. Go for it.
I love that.
Dream again. As kids, we dream.
We do.
And as we get older, life just kind of pushes our dreams down.
Right.
Dream again.
Dream again. I like that. I like that. Here's another song, Show Me Your Glory.
Show Me Your Glory. I'm telling you, this song was a song that I wrote when I said, okay, God, I trust you. I have gotten up off the floor. I am no longer crying. I am no longer saying why. And I'm saying, God, show me your glory. Even in this, show me your glory in everything, because your word said that everything was working together for my good. So show me your glory, God. Shine through this darkness. And oh my goodness, this song ministers to me so much, so much. And this was another single that also made the Billboard chart. So I was just in awe of God. I'm like, God, you are blowing my mind right now.
Right. Especially when you said, hey, it's already enough singers.
Yes. I'm like, wow, yes.
Let's talk about the business of music. Music is 10%, but it's 90% business. And many people have lost during this time. Lost during the business, shaking hands, not doing contracts, not having the representation. Let's talk about that.
So I think you have to be willing to shift.
Yeah.
Because times will change, industries will change and shift, and get you a good team. That's what I would say first and foremost. Get you a good team. And it doesn't have to be a big team. It could be a small team of dedicated people who are for you. They are for you. And shift with it. Right. I've done more Zoom concerts and videos and virtual things. Yes, we can't go out, like we were, but find out what else is there. I had more time to start writing.
Yeah.
Writing more songs. So now I have even more songs. I've been in the studio working, just making use of that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, looking back in COVID-19, and we talked about the impact and how God just shut everything down, the world globally, including the churches.
Yes.
Including church.
Yes.
Shut the complete world down.
Yes.
And I always think of, did he say, now, can you hear me now?
Definitely.
Can you hear me now? Because we were going every different place. We were going all over. Moving. We didn't have time.
Yes.
We were too busy to do anything.
Right.
We didn't see our family. We were going the husband going one way, the wife going another way. We're flying. We're doing everything. Children going to school. They're doing all of their sports activities. Nobody knew anybody. Nobody.
Right.
Now he shut down the world.
Shut everything down.
Yeah.
To sort of bring us back.
Yeah.
To him. Sort of bring us back to our families, as you said, just to spend time with your children.
Yeah.
Was amazing. I was traveling so much.
Right.
It felt good just to be home and rest.
Right.
And, I had so many projects for my husband. He said, oh, my goodness, if she come up with another thing for me to do, from gardening to painting and lighting and all of these different things. So I got a chance to put some more love into my my home and all of those things. So sometimes God has to sit us down.
Well, he shut the world down this
time. He has to sit us down to get our attention.
Yes.
And to bring us back to what's important.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And in doing so, many of us, we were paying for house notes. We hadn't even seen the house.
Hadn't even seen the house. Paying for cable and not even watching TV. Yes.
Just all of it, just putting together and just thinking about, like you said, coming back to our basics.
Yes.
Coming back to the family, eating together, really finding out and really knowing who is living in the house together. Half of them didn't know, who is that? in the house.
That is so true. And, you know, just also some people, you know, who don't have family
Right.
or children, you know, I
Right.
know it was really tough for them, but I
Right.
think it gave us a chance to really reach out to others
Right.
and see who really had our best interests at heart.
Now that's it.
To see who was really for us when we couldn't go out and, you know, do things or go shopping or, you know,
Right.
have, you know, the money to do this and do that. Did we still have those same friends, you know,
Right.
who would just call us and check on us and all of those things. I think it was an eye-opening time.
Right.
It was a time for us to see things better because a lot of people say, oh, 2020, you know, that's going to be the year of vision and everything.
Right.
Talking about this was not what I expected, but I think it still was because it set us down so that we can see clearly, so that we can really see what we had, really see what we're working with, really see, okay, who are these people around me? Are they really for me? Is this job really where I'm supposed to be, or was I just holding on to it because I was scared to go to the next step?
Right.
So God had to push me out of my comfort zone to my destiny, right? Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because once, you know, you're laid off or furloughed or whatever, that, hey, he shut it down for us. When we were thinking, oh, well, we may leave. God, I heard you say we should leave. He
Yes.
just, yeah, you're going to leave.
Right.
You're right. You're right about pushing us out of our comfort zone with
Yes,
that.
definitely.
And just the impact of COVID itself. Coming through this process, this is new for us. What have you seen just in the industry itself with COVID?
I have seen a lot of people just really get more serious, I feel, and not really worry about what somebody else is doing,
Right.
and really trying to hear from God on where their audience is or where their platform is.
Yeah.
Because so many people are hurting right now.
Yes.
So many people need healing, and music is healing.
It is. It is.
So I think I've seen more people just really be more open to serve and not really looking for a concert or a show, but looking for more ways to serve. How can I serve, you know, to just encourage people, you know, giving out songs and music and, you know, going live,
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, to just encourage people, you know, not with foolishness, you know, but to really encourage them. So I have seen several artists just really, you know, give out of their heart, just, you know, concerts in their home and, you know, all of those different things have been awesome.
Absolutely. And I love that because many people at one point, as you get older, they weren't able to travel
Right.
and go to the concerts, but they do have their great, you know, artists in their own
Yes.
home. They're able to see them and things like that in the comfort of their own home, in the
So that's
safety.
wonderful. Yes.
Yeah, in the safe part of their own home. I love that about them. We had spoken about your candles and how you started that. How did you decide on candles?
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I love candles, love candles. But when I came up with doing a candle line, I said, okay, I think I can make this work. And then God just started giving me more and more and more, and it just took off. So every candle is named after a song.
Wow.
And they are amazing, luxury, premium, hand-poured, soy-blended candles that you will not find anywhere else. They are custom scents, and they are amazing. So there's a higher, a glory, a
Yes.
soar, like all different candles, and they are just awesome. They're
Wow.
just awesome.
And in
Yes.
thinking about the line of candles, how do you come up with the thought process there?
That's
As
the
far as-
thing. All
the
God.
sense. you know?
Listen, I can't take credit.
Yeah.
Because it just sort of came to me. And so I said, well, I know I want them to be different colors.
Yes.
And so, you know, I started writing down the different colors. And then when I came up with the scent, I said, what was I feeling when I wrote that song? So what is the atmosphere that I want people to experience when they have that candle and they hear that song?
Right.
And that's sort of how the scents came about. So
Right.
so higher was like light and free. So that scent is like tropical and just amazing, you know. And then you have like fresh scents. And yeah, so all of it just flowed together based on how I was feeling.
And I
at the
love
time.
the way that they last so long.
Yes, these are not your typical candles.
No, you
These are
want those.
premium,
Yes.
amazing
Yeah.
candles that will burn over 200 hours.
Ooh.
And they burn all the way down evenly, and they're just, I'm telling you, you just have to experience it.
Exactly. Such great stocking stuffers.
Yes, definitely.
Especially for Christmas now.
Yes.
And looking at that, wow, all of your awards, everything you've done, everything
I thank him.
that you look at now, what else is in store for Nikki Berry?
Wow. Listen, I've been writing and writing, so there will definitely be more music coming, but there's also my very first book,
Ooh.
which is a 40-day prayer journal.
We're going to hold that thought. I want them to know about it. I want them to know about it. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with Miss Nikki Berry.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
During the season's best sales event, Ron Carter Cadillac delivers 0% APR for 72 months plus $2,500 bonus cash on all 2020 XT4, XT5, and XT6. Or drive 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection only $299 a month. 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection just $369 a month. And first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection just $399 a month. All for 39-month lease with just $1 down.
RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm attorney Willie Powles. Allow me to express myself with you. If you've been hurt or injured in a car or truck accident, give me a call and we'll get it fixed today.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, family, how you doing? We are back with Miss Nikki Berry. We were just talking about Journey of Restoration 40-day prayer.
Yes. So this amazing book is a book of prayers.
Oh, my God.
It's a 40-day book of prayers that is a journal.
Yeah.
So it's prayers that I actually lead you into your own thoughts and prayers. So you can actually journal and write in it, but it takes you on a 40-day journey of prayers of thanksgiving, gratefulness, to healing, abundance. And I was blessed so much by each one of these prayers. I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. It shares the same title.
Yes.
So God has me on this journey to restoration, but this is the 40-day prayer journal.
I love that. How did you come up with that? Just the
Well,
thought of just the journal after you doing the CD.
Well, I'm always praying.
Yeah.
Always praying. I have a lot of people that will just, call me and, they always want me to pray. And I've had several people tell me for a while, Nikki, you need to write a prayer book. And I said, no, I don't need to do that. And so probably like 6 months after that, I had somebody else tell me, you have amazing candles. People like to pray with the candles and all of that stuff. You should do like a prayer journal or a book. I said, why do people keep telling me that? So I thought about it and prayed about it. And that night I said, okay, I'm going to do it. I stayed up until 2:30 a.m., could not sleep. God gave me the title of each 40 days in one night.
Wow.
So that's when I knew that I had to do it.
And you knew that it was going to be 40 days.
Yes.
Wow. I love that. I love that. In looking back, people ask a lot of questions. I always ask that first. What would you like to ask Nikki or whoever the guest is at that time? And they always several people always want to know, we've already talked about how you started, what you learned along the way, what's upcoming for you and things like that. What do you think you do different at this point? What do you think you would have done different?
Wow. I think the only thing I would have done different is that I would have started sooner.
Yeah.
I would have gotten out of my own way quicker. I think that's the only thing that I would have done sooner is get out of that comfort zone. Trust in who you are.
Yeah.
Have faith in who God created me to be. Don't discount my gifts because God is great. And everything he made is great. So think highly of it.
Right.
I think those are the things that I would have done differently and definitely, stepped out on faith earlier. But even in that, I'm still thankful because our time is not God's time. And so he can speed us up and put us on a fast track, right to where we should be,
right,
as if we didn't waste any time. So
it seems that way, doesn't it?
Isn't that amazing? It's just amazing.
It's so
amazing.
It's strange. It's like now, but I now understand what my mother used to always say. As you get older, it seems like time is going faster.
Yes. Yes.
I think because we want to do so much within that same time.
Right.
Oh,
I would
my
agree.
God. I love that. I love what you're saying about that. Shout out to your husband. I'm telling you, he is.
He's amazing.
In doing that. And then just becoming a national gospel recording artist. Why gospel? Because you grew up in the church and things like that. But I'm sure along the way, many times, many would have said, what about another genre? But I love gospel.
Yes. And gospel is just the songs that God has given me.
Right.
And when you hear the songs, it's not even typical gospel.
Right.
These songs are just songs that encourage people.
Right.
And that's just who I am, I feel. Just even, in talking to people, I just always find myself encouraging them. And that's what the music does. So I even feel like a lot of these songs that you have heard, they can be played anywhere, not even on gospel stations, but everywhere. So these are songs that are for everyone.
Right.
But my message will never change.
Right.
Encouragement, inspiring people and leading them to God, their source, not me.
And during your time when you were just along the way, as you were feeling these things, I love God and you're in the parking lot. You said you have to do it right now, but just encouraging others and letting others know that they can do it too.
Right.
Because many don't think that. They really don't.
Right. That's right. Listen, there's so much for people to do in this earth.
Yeah.
There's so much. We limit ourselves.
We do.
We put limits on ourselves. If we would just get out of our mind and focus on what God has us here for. And some people say, well, I don't know.
Right.
I don't have a clue. All I've been doing is getting up, going to work, paying bills, going to bed, getting up, going to work, paying bills. Take time out with God and ask him. Say, God, what is it you really have for me? Why did you create me?
What's my purpose?
What is my purpose?
Yeah.
And then start watching him show you and tell you. He might not just come down and tell you, but you'll start seeing things change. You'll start looking at things differently. Take away those negative words and that negative thinking and start thinking more positively and watch things change. Watch God start to gear you towards what it is. I like to say as well, if you just start, you don't know where it's going to end up.
Right.
So just start.
Yeah, exactly.
Just start.
Exactly. And I think the other thing too is many times we tell others. And once we tell others, they
you don't need to be doing that. What are you doing?
Right.
You don't have time for that.
Right. How you gonna get paid? How you going to pay your bills? You know, all of this other thing. Once they tell you that, then you stop because you're listening. And God has told you to do something. But then you stop because all of the naysayers, all friends or family, whoever you've told, because they haven't done it. And many times it's fear.
Right. Fear and doubt. And sometimes I don't think they even mean any harm.
Right.
They just love us.
Right.
And they don't want to see us fail.
Right.
But we have to be strong and know this is what God gave me. He didn't show it to you. He didn't give it to you, so you cannot understand what I see. You cannot understand what I feel. So just support me. If I fall, just be there for me, and let's go. Let's do it.
Reminds me of Noah's Ark. He was building the ark. No rain in sight.
And
He's
what they
steady
said,
building.
This man is crazy.
Exactly. They said he was crazy. I mean, he's building this huge boat. Saying that it's going to rain.
Right.
And there's no rain in sight for years. And I say that, I love what you're saying about that. I love that.
Yes.
Oh, wow. In doing something, you have an event coming up.
Yes.
Let's talk about this event that's coming up.
Yes. So listen.
I didn't know if we had the flyer, but if we don't, we can have that's okay. We have the event. Let's talk about your event. It's tomorrow for all ladies.
Yes. So listen, this is Virtual Ladies Night.
Yes, yes.
So
look into that camera
ladies,
and tell those ladies.
Everywhere, wherever you are,
yes,
we want you to join us this Thursday at 7:30 p.m. It's going to be on Facebook Live, and you can follow me. It's going to be hosted by the amazing Tawana Rogers-Rose. And Miss Sherry Frank is also going to be there.
God.
She is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And this is going to be a night of girl talk. We're going to have an amazing time. We're going to be real. You're going to be encouraged. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. And we're going to shop and just have an amazing time.
Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, so all the guys, I'm going to tell you. This is the time for the ladies, guys. I'm telling you, you got to go ahead and give them your credit cards or whatever because they're going to shop. They're going to shop. They're going to have a great time. And it's free. It's free for them to tune in.
It definitely is. And listen, we miss those girls' nights.
Yeah.
We miss being able to just go shopping with our friends and hang out. So you can get on Facebook Live, get your girlfriends on, everybody, and let's just have an amazing time. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it.
You do not. I'm telling you. Hey, guys, I'm telling you, let your wives just give them the card and just say, hey, baby, yeah, you have a good time.
Yes, yes.
Because I love the fact that it's virtual. I love the fact that you all can get to connect and get to talk and just have fun.
Right. Definitely.
Wow.
It's going to be great. It's going to be so great.
I want you to look into the camera and last words to the viewers.
Yes. Listen, I want you to stay encouraged and I want you to move forward in your dreams. I want you to pick yourself up. I don't care what is going on. I don't care what has happened. I want you to count it all joy this day and say, whatever it is, I know when I look back, I'm going to understand why I had to go through those things. But I want you to move forward. I want you to dream again. And I want you to let go of fear and doubt. And I want your mindset to just completely change. Why? Because God is waiting on you. You are not waiting on him. He is waiting on you to call out to him and take those action steps. So move forward today in abundant blessings.
I love it, love it, love it. I don't want to forget they just were telling me about there's going to be a toy drive. Everybody asked me, where am I going to be? Yes. So on Saturday, I'm going to be at 7447 Harwin. There's going to be a toy drive that's going to be there from 10 to 2. And it is with D&P Productions. Diana Patterson, she is my executive producer. She's going to be part of it. I'm going to be part of it. 953 Jams is going to be part of it. It's going to be huge and big, 10 till 2. And we will be there. I'm so proud of you, lady. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for all that you are doing for the world, that you are just encouraging them.
Thank you so very much.
I appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor.
I appreciate you. Tomorrow, we will have candidate AJ Honoree, and we will also have CEO Steve Rogers. See you then, 12:30 to 1:30 Central Standard Time. Bye.